let's go! I mean, this may be my last sort of normal review because they're not doing so well. Yeah, perhaps need to change what I'm doing. So I may as well finish what I started with part 3 of Kaguya-sama. So,
oh no,
let's get right into it. In episode 1, we get off to a cracking start because Miko, in her infinite wisdom, forgets to plug her earphones in. Yu tries to warn her about this, and we find out she's got a praise kink. Later on, Miyuki rings Kaguya to ask about an unread message, or read message. I think... I can't remember. This isn't very good. This is not very good. I'm making a review and what am I doing? I'm stumbling on my words. Anyway, Miyuki rings Kaguya to ask about a read message and no response, only for Ai to answer and tell him that they monitor her messages, which is a blatant lie, because Kaguya was absolutely hyper when Miyuki texted her, and it would be slightly creepy if they actually did check her private messages. Then later on in the episode, they have an arm wrestling contest, which Kaguya wins. Episode 2 sees Miyuki and Kobachi, Miko's seemingly only other friend, try to devise a way for Miko and Yu to get along, but they both view each other with disdain. Kobachi then tells them both they're in denial and make them make up. Miyuki gets an invitation by a fellow student to a karaoke party. Upon hearing this, Kaguya sends Ai to intercept, to try and prevent other girls from interacting with him and to try and convince him to leave. Right. I, however, envious of Kaguya's recent upbeat mood, entices Miyuki into a room in an attempt to make Kaguya jealous. When Miyuki then goes to the bogs, Kaguya takes Ai home, who is exhausted from the absolute butchery of rap from Miyuki seconds earlier. Now, in hindsight, I should have mentioned that, but I didn't. I didn't.
What a moron.
Episode 3 sees Nagisa visit the council, thinking her boyfriend is cheating on her with Maki. Maki is Kaguya's second cousin, I think. I'm going to Google that. She's Kaguya's cousin. So, where was I? Ah, yes. Nagisa visits the council thinking her boyfriend is cheating on her with Maki, as she notes that the two are interacting quite a lot. Nagisa confronts her boyfriend, where he says he was only asking Maki for help to choose a gift for her from him. Then, Miyuki and Yu then meet up with Maki, and I don't really think I've introduced Maki. In actuality, I hadn't, and I'd simply forgotten about her. Oh well. Either way, Maki then confesses her desires to steal Nagisa's boyfriend from her because she's a Episode 4, we discover Yu likes a girl called Supame, a third year, who previously helped him at a sports festival, but he has a lack of self-esteem and believes it is impossible for him to ask her out.
We all know Ishikami is best girl.
However, the most unlikely person helped him out, Kaguya, because she wants him to get into the top 50 of the Academy's students in the upcoming exams. Kaguya's perseverance, however, doesn't pay off, and he doesn't make it into the top 50. He felt guilty that he failed Kaguya for putting her hopes up, and he vows to do better next semester. Then, later on in the episode, Kaguya and Chika have a sleepover at Kaguya's house, and they play a game with Miyuki and ask him who he likes. Kei, Miyuki's sister, answers with Herthika, whom Miyuki had become friends with, leading to a misunderstanding.
For sake, we could have had a love triangle. God damn it, anime, making things complicated.
And the reason why is Herthika is cross-dressing as Kaguya's butler under the same pseudonym. Episode 5, Miyuki wants to challenge Eminem. He wants to write a heartfelt message to Ai through rap. Yes, it is an moment, isn't it? So he and Chika teach each other to rap. After inviting Ai to the meeting, she and Kaguya show up to listen in. Ai finally finds relief when she expresses her true desires to Kaguya, which is her need for a male friend and to live her life as a somewhat normal teenager. This has to be my favourite episode of the season as a whole, as the rap sequence is absolutely brilliantly written. Here's a clip now! Now, I'm not actually sure how much I can use without being copyright striking. You get the picture. Chika is going you all the time, and Miyuki actually lays down some beats. Later on in the episode, Yu and Miyuki find Maki crying in the council room, so they talk to her about Tsubasa, Nagisa's boyfriend. The three then discuss their own internal struggles with confessing to their respective crushes. Now you may be wondering why I've dimmed the lights, but episode 6 is every child's worst nightmare. Parents' evening. I remember it now. Oh, horrible times. Horrible times. Kaguya, however, was in luck because her family couldn't attend. Which, you may be thinking, great, she wouldn't have to go, but no. There was always a way to thwart Kaguya's plans. And, in this case, Ai's mother and Miyuki's father step in, forcing her to go.
Shinomiya-san to 保護者の方。
She was so close but so far. She couldn't have gone, and then she had to go. This prompts a discussion between the students as to what they want to do after they've finished school. Kaguya being the notable one in that she wants to stay at Shulin. Miyuki wants to study at Stanford in America. Miyuki also declares in his head that if Kaguya doesn't confess before the upcoming Kita High Culture Festival. I've written that wrong. Oh dear, I've written that very wrong. Checking my references, Kita High Culture Festival is actually right. Yes, Miyuki declares in his head that if Kaguya doesn't confess before the upcoming Kita High Culture Festival, he'd do it himself. So, Miyuki, without confessing, that's important, even though technically he did, asks Kaguya on a date to the festival. Kaguya subconsciously declines first, but then later invites him. However, they get interrupted by the other council members and he agrees to be accompanied by Yu. Chika then criticises Miyuki's singing.
I mean, it was trash anyway.
Who asks for her and Miko's opinion on his masculinity. They then discuss their preferred personality of a man, with Kaguya and Yu joining in. Episode 7 sees Yu and Miko get shoved together and are forced to help the Culture Festival Committee host a campfire event and inform the neighbourhood due to Japan's really strict fire hazard regulations. Karen and Erika from the media club interview several students about event preparation, including some but not limited to Kaguya, Miyuki and Chika. Then we get a rather strange episode. What is going on with me today? A rather strange end to the episode, with Miyuki failing to blow up loads of balloons. Episodes 9 through 13 all take place in the Culture Festival, which at this point is now in full swing. So here is a very quick rundown of them. Ki drags Miyuki clothes shopping in episode 9. Yu and his friend, I don't want to butcher her pronunciation again, get trapped in a horror mansion, and Yu confesses to his friend with a massive heart-shaped cookie in episode 10. Kaguya nearly accidentally confesses in episode 11 by asking Miyuki to make her a heart-shaped balloon after he'd spent all that time learning how to do it. And in episode 12, Ai encourages Kaguya to do everything she's longed to do with Miyuki before he leaves for the land of guns. Then we get on to episode 13. Kaguya finds Miyuki cosplaying, because he's a man of culture, on a rooftop, but before she can tell him her true feelings, he releases a giant balloon onto the campfire, scattering loads of heart-shaped balloons everywhere in some absolute animation goodiness. And watching this scene, I thought to myself, it's going to be really, really big, isn't they? They're gonna proper give us a kick, aren't they? He, despite all of this, doesn't want to confess first. All that bloody build-up, and he's like,
No, she can confess first. No, it's not going to be me. No.
So then he asks Kaguya to apply to Stanford with him. She accepts. And then, as a prize for finding the phantom thief that had been plaguing the academy all through the lead-up to the Culture Festival, it happens.
Oh no.
She kissed him. And oh my god, I could not contain myself watching this scene. I was overjoyed. I'd been waiting for so long for this. So long. And to top it all off, we have The First Kiss Never Ends film coming out too, although sadly I don't think it's coming to the UK anytime soon in cinemas. Either way, I have absolutely loved this roller coaster of a series, and I continue to enjoy the manga and cannot wait for more animation adaptations of parts of the story. I absolutely love it. It is my favourite series ever. I collect the manga, I have figures, I absolutely love this series with all my heart. And yes, call me a simp, call me whatever, I don't care. I love Kaguya-sama. It is so good. It is so good. And anyone who says it's overrated, go and jump in the bin. And on that note, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!